Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, this is Boisterous coming to you with some Diamond League destruction out of the Nimbus LE. Spying over here in the top left-hand corner, we have Rivals Frostalgia as our red Terran player. And down here in the bottom left-hand corner, we have EMS as our blue Protoss player. And does this guy just have like a lot of nostalgia for Frost? Because Frost, it was a good map. It wasn't the best map. I mean, like, you know, maybe Zolnagget Cavern. No, God, no, not Zolnagget Caverns. What was it called? Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of my favorite StarCraft map, and it might be Cloud Kingdom. I really liked Cloud Kingdom. It was such a fun map to play on. Now, granted, it was just like solid blink all-ins whenever you faced a Protoss player, but you know, it was a beautiful map, wonderfully executed. Anyway, we are going to see the supply depot coming down from Frostalgia. Not too much of a surprise as a car roars by my window. Get a better muffler, jackass. Ugh. Ugh, am I right? I'm not sure if you guys could even hear that car, but goddamn. Anyway, should probably shut my windows before recording, but I'm not used to recording in a city, and I don't really feel like getting up to do it now, and I can still hear that car. Are you kidding me? This is some bullshit. Anyway, professionalism off the charts, Boisterous. Anyway, we have the barracks going down for Frostalgia. Maybe going to be putting on a little bit of pressure. Does he have a refinery? Yep, there we go. The refinery goes down. This signifies a Reaper play to me. Yeah, this refinery is way too late for it to, way too late for it to be anything else. I guess it could be a fast Marauder play, but I've only seen that like once in the past 2 months, and that just it's not a thing. It's not a thing. I'm sorry. I forget whose game I casted where they tried to make it a thing, but it's not a thing. I think it was what, Dinge? Yeah, Dinge. It's not a thing. That's not a thing that can happen. Anyway, we have EMS dropping down the pylons, dropping down the gateways, dropping down the assimilators, getting ready to go, raring up, throwing off everything. Looks like we are going to have that gateway finishing up quite soon. The barracks is done. Is it training anything yet? No. Not yet. Is he gonna make me look the fool? No. Okay, he makes a Reaper. So I don't look the fool. Thank you, Frostalgia. I'll pay you later for not making me look like a fool, because that happens all too often. All too often. Anyway, we have the orbital command just now finishing up, so those mules are going to get dropped down, and those mules are going to be mining up so many minerals. The cybernetics core on the side of EMS is just now starting, which is to be expected, but it's going to be annoying. Dealing with this Reaper, it's going to be a little bit on the harsh side. It looks like it is going to get scouted right away. There, the Reaper gets seen. It turns around. It's going to try to take down this probe, but it doesn't really matter. The probe is going to see everything. He might be able to stop it. Yeah, he does stop it from seeing the upper expansion, which is nice. It's still not great. I really wish he would have just like tagged it here and then over here, or maybe. Actually, I guess yeah, he had to go there to see both gases. That's actually quite annoying for EMS. Excuse me. That's not the most information he would want to have. Don't know why my StarCraft just lagged out there. It might be because StarCraft is crap. Ugh, dead game, such dead. Many wise, no games. Anyway, we have the Reaper coming in here. It is going to scout the high ground expansion from EMS. He now knows what's going on. And the Mothership Core, it's going to try to shut down the Reaper, and it should do a very valiant effort. It should do a good job of it, especially with the Stalker coming out. This Reaper should really just try to get a probe kill. Because, is it really going to get out of here? Oh, please, don't let it get out of here. Come on. Come on. No. Oh my god, this Reaper. What a man. What a man. He turned on those jetpacks and he was like, I'm going in dry, and he just went crazy inside of the base of the Protoss player. I think you can still see tear marks in here. Anyway, looks like we are going to have 3 barracks coming out from Frostalgia. One of them is going to be the tech lab. Probably going to be getting stim out of that quite soon. He kind of needs it. He also needs to start teching up to factories, because let's be honest here, he kind of needs you kind of need some of those medevacs for a bio army. You can't really do much else. It looks like we have the Reaper now at full health. Is he going to go for a round 2? That's the question. He could actually get a lot more done in round 2, because he could definitely do some harassment damage up here. The Mothership Core, I think, is going to park up here. Is it? No, the Mothership Core is going to go crazy. It's going to go on a scouting mission, which actually leaves this upper expansion extremely bare to a Reaper coming in and maybe sniping off a couple probes, which doesn't sound huge, but it's very, very nice. You really want to slow down the probe production from your opponent, and it lets, you know, mules keep even with it for longer. Anyway, we are going to have Zealots popping out from EMS. He does have the 3 gates going down. The warp gate is almost 3/4 of the way done, so it's getting there. Just at 3/4 of the way done. In fact, the robotics facility is on the way. I actually don't know what we're going to be seeing out of this robo facility. It is going to be the Observer. I wonder if it's just going to be... Oh... Ooh, the Observer is supply blocked. That is awkward. Looks like the Mothership Core went up and tagged something up here. Not quite sure what he did. I thought he said hi, but apparently he didn't. We have a giant force of Marines making their debut here. And with that Stim +1, this is a really dangerous force of Marines. This is not something to be trifled with, as my computer forgets how to run StarCraft yet again. Bad computer. Anyway, it looks like we are going to have the Marines starting to build up in hefty numbers right now, 4 at a time with that +1 upgrade. That's pretty huge. We are going to see Marauders, in fact, starting to add to these numbers, which is much better. I wonder if he's going to go for Medivacs and then go for the attack. Maybe he can't really go for the attack with Medivacs when +1 finishes. I know he's going to go when +1 finishes. I just wonder what this factory is going to be for. Is he going to make Widow Mines? I actually wouldn't really like the Widow Mine play here, because I feel like Widow Mines would just turn Zealots into actually effective fighting units, and they really wouldn't do much else. I mean, like, the Zealots aren't going to get anything done in this upcoming fight. It's going to be hard for this Protoss player to hold on here, but the Zealots would definitely help if they were able to drag the Widow Mine bombs on. And it doesn't look like it's going to be Widow Mines. It looks like it is just going to be that straight Medevac play. Now, of course, this is going to delay his attack a little bit, because he is not going to have Medevacs ready for when this attack's good to go, because the attack is going to be ready as soon as these 2 upgrades finish, which is only going to... Actually, Combat Shield takes a little bit longer, but he might have 2 Medevacs, like, tops, and it probably is not going to be... They're probably not going to be done, which is going to be annoying. He might be able to turbo boost them over to the main army, but I don't know. I mean, like, he kind of needs to move with this force, because now EMS knows it's coming, and he's going to start preparing for it. We have the Templar Archives on the way. We have Charge on the way. We have +1 ground armor on the way. And these are all preparations I don't think he would have been doing had he not seen that army. I think he would have been going for more Colossus play. Whereas now that he knows that there is an imminent attack on the way, he's going to be going for the fastest way to hold off an attack in the best possible way, which might be Archons. I think he is going to go for the Psy Storm. But yeah, this is going to be the Psionic Storm. But that Psy Storm is going to take a while. He's going to be chrono boosting it out. He's going to try his hardest. But he really needs to get some High Templars out, like, right now. And if this army starts hitting him a little bit, he needs to just morph him into Archons and go. Because he needs them. He absolutely needs them. Are those Archons? No, those are not High Templars. Those are not what you need, EMS. Please, EMS. EMS, don't do it. Don't do it, man. This is suicide. This is a pretty scary force from Frostalgia. Only having two medevacs is annoying, but it looks like we are going to have some nice target fire going down. And oh my god, this is terrifying! Frostalgia actually getting in the way of the Protoss player and his main base. We have another stim going down. He just did a full loop of this entire army. Not quite sure why he did that. I think it would have been better had he just sat back and picked off the Zealots, but he did a lot of damage here. He is going to prevent the third base from going down for EMS. EMS is now effectively pinned up into his base. The Psy Storm is on the way, but he just lost a massive amount of forces, and he took down some forces from Frostalgia, but it was not nearly an even trade. He's really going to have to get some beautiful storms off here, and these storms are going to be hard considering the fact that there are no Templars. Templars are kind of an important step in the storming process. It looks like we are going to have this army from EMS now moving out. The charge is finished, so these Zealots are finally going to be able to get something done. It looks like we have the stim continuing to happen. And this is just really nice micro from Frostalgia. He is going to be able to take down this entire army. I think the flanking force from Frostalgia will stim in, and this is going to be bad. It looks like we are going to have this Marauder. Oh my god, the micro from Frostalgia is actually really good. The Marauder manages to stop the Immortal from being able to get back to base. The Immortal is going to go down. There are only 3 Zealots left, and I think this might just be game. The beautiful micro from Frostalgia, it might just be enough, honestly, because that was really well done. It looks like he is going to go for the backdoor drop, which kind of just which kind of is just like throwing dust or throwing salt in the wound right now. Like, this is just kind of mean. It looks like we are going to have this Nexus doing its best to protect itself. However, it doesn't do that good to protect probes, so all the probes die. Painful, and horrible deaths. It looks like we have a large army Terran force stepping up to the outside of the base right now. We have +2 on the way, and that +2 is going to finish in just about 10 seconds, and he's going to push in with that and probably win. The +2 bio force with stim and medevac support. It's too much. Like this army cannot hold off against it. The double immortals, it's a nice try, but he really needed to just morph in 2 High Templar, because he has the gas. Let's be honest here. Like, look at that number. He has the gas. He just needed them earlier, like early enough to where they could have been building up energy this entire time. Because he could have lasted losing 1 fight or losing 2 fights or maybe even losing 3 fights, but he's lost like 5 right now, and it's just too much. Like, this damage, it's overwhelming. In EMS, he calls it, it's over. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. This has been a Boisterous production. Head on over to youtube.com/user/boisteroussc2 for more games. Send on your games into boisteroussc2@gmail.com. Try to keep them under an hour, because I have no idea when to schedule an hour-and-a-half long cast, because I need to do that at some point. Just try, because I'm not always going to do games that are over an hour. They might just sit in my folder with me going, don't really want to do that, and then just not doing it. You can also follow me on Twitter, BoisterousSC2, or @BoisterousSC2. And pretty much, if you want to find me on anything, it's some variation of Boisterous or BoisterousSC2. Literally anything. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. This is Boisterous, signing out.